Hey YouTube, welcome to Lux Lumen GR. What I have in my hand right here is the Wowlite A100. Let me see. There you go. Now you can see it. Wowlite A100. Got it off of Amazon. Actually got a 2-pack for I think it was $15.50 to my door. Shipped from China. Took about a week and a half to get here. I was in a good small box. Both lights are bubble wrapped. Plus, there was also bubble wrap inside the box. Very tight. There was no damage to it. Came pretty quick. And this light right here runs on three AAA batteries. Here's the AAA battery holder right here, or you can run it on an 18650. This is the sleeve for the 18650. Just slides in there like that. Slide into the light, and there you go. Right now, let me show you really quick. Let me show you the tail cap first. Tail cap. Nice little clicky guy right here. Just the spring. The spring's underneath this button here. The little button top right there. Connector sits on top of the spring. Spring goes to the clicky. Turns it off and on. This is the holster with 3 AAA batteries in it. These batteries right here are pretty much almost dead. Got one of my daughter's toys. Couldn't find any. Let me turn that off really quick. There we go. Let's see. The finish on this thing is pretty nice. Knurling's smooth yet grippy at the same time. Comes with a wrist strap. Let's see here. Nice little bezel on it. Can't say it's sharp, but it does have a little sharp feel to it. So if you ever were to have to use this for self-defense for any reason, walking your dog, stuff like that, taking out your garbage, stuff like that, and you actually have to use it as self-defense, this bezel will work pretty good. Has a fisheye lens, and underneath that lens right there is, let me see if I can zoom in. I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not, but that is a Cree Xm-l T6 LED emitter. Bezel does come off. And screw it really quick. There we go. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find the O-ring. Well, it does have an O-ring on the bezel. I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not. It's like a flat washer O-ring almost on the sides there. Has an O-ring. Comes with a fisheye lens. Fisheye lens is obviously what helps it zoom. Just sits inside like that. Put this back on. So you can use this while you're walking in the rain if you get stuck in the rain, or if you have to do repairs in your car. Leave this inside your car. Tire happens to go flat, stuff like that. Great flashlight for it. This flashlight has a great beam profile. According to this, it means zoomed out. So when it's zoomed out, it has a big wide beam. When it's zoomed in, it has the profile of the LED itself. Let me see if we can zoom in on that right there. There you go. In, out. I'm not sure what that at 5 meters stands for, but okay. Anywhere from 1 times to 2,000 times. I'm thinking it's 2,000 times the size between the two, between the actual emitter size and the actual beam profile size at the same distance, which is probably at 5 meters. Let me see what else I like about this light right here. Or I said it comes with a strap right here. Put it around your wrist so you don't drop it, just in case you are working in the rain, gets a little slippery, and it does drop. I do have the pretty much dead AAA batteries in here, 3 of them. I'll turn it on. We'll give it a shot. So let's see. First one's high. That's high right there. Medium. Low. Strobe warning. There's your strobe. And then there's your SOS. Now if you turn it back off, let's say it was on SOS, turn it back off. Wait a couple seconds. Put it back on. It defaults straight back to your high mode. So let me go to the strobe again. I'll turn it off. Wait a couple seconds. Hopefully it'll go back to default high mode. Yep, it will. So this thing defaults back to high mode. You can see that beam profile right there. And I'm probably about a foot off the table. And that's about 16 inches wide of a beam profile. So the beam profile on this is nice, smooth. Here, let me turn off the light really quick. You guys can see better. Oh, there we go. Now it's nice and dark. Now let's turn it back on to high. This is with the 3 AAAs. There's your beam profile, nice and smooth. Gets wide. There we go. So great beam profile when it's zoomed out, which is with the bezel itself all the way in. Let me turn the light back on really quick. I should have just pulled the latch right up there. Oh well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the 18650. This way you guys can see how bright it is with the 18650. 18650 slid in. This is the LG HG2 18650. Just rewrapped. There we go. Let's see if it's different. Just light on too. Boom, there we go. That's high, medium, low, strobe, even more intense with the larger battery in there, and your SOS. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go outside. I'm going to do a couple beam shots video with you guys. Show you how wide the actual beam is. I'm going to use both the 18650 and the AAAs. Now mind you, the AAAs are 3/4 of the way dead. So like I said, I have 2 flashlights. I just put the AAAs in there. If I get it on, there we go. We're going to bring these outside and give you guys the beam profile. That way you guys can see it. And when we get back from that, I will give you guys my final thoughts on the flashlight itself. Okay guys, here we are outside my apartment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shine it on my apartment building. That way you guys can see the actual beam profile, because I am using my phone, so I may not pick up light very much, and it is cold and windy out. So if the wind kind of interrupts the video, I apologize now. I'm going to stand at least 15 feet from the building. Now this is with the AAA battery flashlight. There you go. That's the AAA. That's on high, medium, low, strobe, and SOS. Not to worry, nobody lives in either one of these apartments, so I'm not disturbing anybody. But like I said, 15 feet away, look how wide that profile is. That is ridiculous. That's a good 18 to 20 feet wide. Let me zoom so you guys can see. There's the zoom right there. That's the outline of the Cree Xm-l T6 LED. Not bad, but it does happen to wash stuff out. Now, if I go across that apartment building there, you can see it. That beam profile is about 14 feet tall. There it is on the tree. Let's see if we can pick it up on the... Nope, you can't see it up there, but again, this is with the AAAs. Now let me switch it out really quick, and we'll go to the 18650. Switch it out. Boom, there's the 18650. Now that is bright. That's got to be at least, I'm going to say 900 lumens. Yeah, about 900 lumens from there. So you can see it go across to that building. That building right there is a good 80 yards away, and you can see it like that. There's the trees. There's the barrels being all lit up across the way. There's the barrels. Let me switch it out and let me zoom. Zoom in on the barrels. Zoom in on the tree. Zoom up on there. Look at that, that thing zoomed up there. Top of that thing's probably about 130 yards away. So, again, I apologize for the wind in here, but look at that. Lighting that building up like crazy. Lights that building up super bright. Right here's gonna be super washed out. You can't see nothing. It washes everything out. But this profile right here, nice, smooth, even beam from center to the outside edges. Perfect. I love it. This thing would be great for people working in tight spaces, like crawl spaces, attics, stuff like that. With how wide this thing throws the beam profile, I mean, it's perfect for you. Nice and bright. Even on the AAAs, it's nice and bright. So this here would also be great for walking dogs. You can go for a walk with this thing and just have it on your side, and look at that. Everything lights up for you. You guys will definitely feel safe walking, you know, walking trails, walking the woods, just taking a walk by itself down the street, through the park. Great light for that, for sure. Super bright. For the price point, $7.50 you know, $7.50 a pop. It's great. Now there's smaller, you know, zoomable flashlights out there, like the Ultrafires. They run the Cree Xm-l T6 LED, and they don't put out as much as this thing does at all, and they're pretty much $1 cheaper than this light itself. So if you're looking for a cheap light for work, they can run on both, you know, regular store-bought batteries or 18650s. But definitely check this light out. I mean, for the price, you can't beat it. $7.50 a light. It's great. So now I'll go back up top and I'll give you guys my final. Alright, so here's my final thoughts on the Wowlite A100. Now these final thoughts are based on the price point itself, the cost of the actual flashlight. For the cost of it, I say why not? Get it. I mean, if you just want to, you know, a cheap price light that actually does throw out some great light for work, for walking, for just at the home, you know, keep it in your car in case of an emergency. Like I said, if you drive down the street, tire blows in the middle of the night, this thing right here will light stuff up perfectly for you. And just in case of an emergency, you know, you can put it on SOS. And what it does push out the highest lumens at SOS and the strobe, just as it does the high. So they're all the same lumens at the high, strobe, and SOS. So if you, you know, in an emergency, need to use the SOS on this thing, boom, you got it. In the middle of a snowstorm and your vehicle's, you know, dead on the side of the road, storming like crazy, at least you can have this thing, you know, to put it on top of your vehicle, put it on SOS or put it on strobe, or just put it on regular mode. That way, you know, cars can see you as they're going by before they get up to you. So for safety purposes, I'd say for sure. For work purposes, this light right here will, let me see, which one's that? That's the regular one. Let me put on the T6, I think. There we go. Not the T6, I mean the 18650. So that's pretty bright. This little thing throws a great beam profile. Nice, round, smooth beam profile. So like I said, great for people that work in attics, crawl spaces, construction, even for I mean for security. If you want a cheap light right now to you know, to start you off, say you lose one of your lights, your other lights goes, just have this as a backup. You know, be a perfect backup light for security. Nice and wide beam. I say why not for the price point. Very inexpensive flashlight that has a great LED inside of it. That works as it's advertised, I guess. The lumens they advertise maybe a little bit higher than what it actually puts out, but these things do put out at least a 900 lumens. Just from my other flashlight experiences with other flashlights, this thing does push out quite a bit of lumens for the price point of the flashlight itself. So my final thoughts is go right ahead, get one. What do you have to lose? You know what I mean? $7.50. Whip-de-doo. That's nothing. You miss lunch for one day or something like that. If you don't spend it on something that you're going to use, you're going to spend it on something that you eat, which is going to go one end in and out the other. So at least you'll have something to have. So my final thoughts are good light for the price point for sure. Does push out a lot of lumens. The finish on it's pretty good. The threading on it, perfect. Zoom capabilities work great. I mean, if you really need to use that long zoom, you have it, but up close it does wash stuff out quite a bit. So I'd say in close distances, just keep it on the wide profile beam. Then at further distance, if you have to see something, go ahead and zoom it out. I mean, you don't have to zoom it out all the way. You can zoom it out halfway, and it'll still have that a good, nice, tighter beam going out there. So what I'll do is I will put a link to these sets of lights that I got off of Amazon. I'll put it in the description. And then if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you could, please subscribe for more videos that will be coming up. I will be doing another video on this light right here, the Cree Xm-l. It's the V4A. It runs the XPL high LED in it. It's in cool white. This thing right here runs off of 4 AA batteries. So this thing is going to be a thrower, especially with that XPL high LED in there. That is specifically, in my mind, made for throwing for sure. So this thing is going to reach out to a good distance. I'll be having this review up for that one in probably next couple days or so. And also I'm reviewing the MyBoxer C4 Smart Charger. So be sure to hit subscribe. That way you guys get instant notifications of my next videos coming up. And there will be more to come after those too. So until then, thank you guys. Be safe. Stay warm for you guys that are in the cold like I was. And for you guys in the warmth, I'm jealous. Get cold. All right, later.